explain. I don't do a lot of things that would promote or allow me to meet new prospects as readily as I could, should, whatever, right? That's my problem. I don't go out a lot. I don't do the kinds of things out in public that would facilitate that in a normal environment. Now, realistically, I get it. You can meet your next girlfriend at a fucking grocery store or anywhere. And that does happen. My issue is, even though I'm really good at meeting women, befriending women, all my best friends have been women, even since, God, dating back to me being a fucking kid. My first best friend was a girl back in fucking kindergarten. Um, um, I don't, I'm really sucky at not so much picking up on romance cues, but feeling confident about picking up on them and acting upon them. I have no confidence. So it generally takes a very forward and aggressive type of female personality to even potentially date me because I'm just usually going to second guess myself to death and normally would never even like, even if like if the conversation was going well and it was like, and she's even being flirty and stuff, maybe I would still second guess it to death to the point where I would never get a woman's phone number that I just met or ask them out or anything like that unless they made the move first or made it like blatantly obvious, like, hey, give me your number, let's go out sometime. Like they would have to say it, they would have to make the first move, and that's not traditional, at least not in North America, not in the Western world. Women don't, they do in 2023, but not readily, and that's not the traditional way that most women like to operate. They like to be pursued. They like to be, chased a little bit. And I'm pretty bad about that because I don't know when and where to start doing that. That's the issue. That's why I've never broken up with my girlfriend over literally this 5+ year period since she moved out. Well, yeah. So that's my issue. It's not that I'm not good with women. I'm very good with women. It's not that I probably have potentially qualities that are even appealing. It's hard for me to see it because I get frustrated with the dude in the mirror all the time. That's my insecurity. I know it's not realistic. I know that's not. I know that's not what a lot of other people see in me. I'm old enough to know that. That's the weird thing. That's the part about this conversation I hate. I can logic through this. I'm old enough and mature enough. Logically, I know better. Doesn't change my behavior patterns at all. Like, realistically, I've probably met and dismissed like the perfect partner for me so many times just because just wasn't secure enough to whatever ask for a phone number, even ask their name. I've had people do all kinds of random shit that I was wondering, like, wait a minute, was that someone interested in me? I had a woman pay for my breakfast one day randomly. Had a lady when I was frustrated with something, I forget what it was. She came up and bought lunch for me because I was accusing the fucking lady of being shitty about not disclosing a charge or something. I forget what it was. It was something minor, but she came up and fucking paid my bill out of nowhere. That was weird. That was nice. I don't know what that was. I assume she just did it out of see, in my mind, she did it out of her kindness, right? She's probably married. That's how I think about it. That wasn't her hitting on me. That was her just being a good person because I'm always going to default to that. So that's an example of someone who may have been trying to get my attention, but I didn't see it that way. God, we're running out of time already. Fuck. Should be able to get a couple in. And honestly, I actually, once push comes to shove and I'm past all the meeting and greeting and getting to break the ice with someone. Once that's happened, I'm actually apparently a pretty good boyfriend, the ladies tell me. And, you know, at my age, I'm not going to say the quiet part out loud, but, you know, there is at least one advantage to being older experience, which does, you know, give me some advantages. I got some skills, but that's not something I can put on a fucking billboard. And that's even a rude conversation to have in public. That's not something people find out about right away. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to be stuck with a girlfriend that gives me no attention for a little bit longer at least. But see, she does just enough to keep me going too. That's the other thing. She does just enough to keep me on the hook. I mean, it's a compliment to her. She gave me a little smooch the other day for the first time in a long time. I hate bars though, man. I don't even drink. Okay, let's talk about that. Get drunk. First off, I don't drink like that. Like I haven't had an alcoholic beverage. Let me think about it. Give me a minute. It's been maybe 10 years. God, has it been 10 years already? The last time I drank, like to actually catch a buzz, not just sample, just to taste something. Yeah, probably 10 years. I'm more of a whatever cannabis guy, but and that's not really the issue, but yeah, it is an issue because you're right. A lot of people mingle, associate, and meet potential companions in places like that. Not big on the club and bar scene because I don't dance well, and I have a bad knee, and again because of the social awkwardness, not the meeting people part, the initial approaching. Because here's how it is in bars, in my experience, at least in my state, at least in East Tennessee. What I see when I go in there is the single people are in groups, right? The guys usually go in pairs or larger, and the women are always with at least one buddy or multiple buddies. And thus, any situation I would deal with to try to meet a lady is going to involve multiple people, group on group. And as a single solo guy, doesn't that make me look like it's already weird enough that I'm not even drinking alcohol, probably to some of these people. Here I am running around, here I am walking around with water or maybe a Coke, but not even drink soda anymore. So fuck, I'd be stuck with drinking water these days, I guess, and virgin drinks maybe. Um, and then I'm by myself, so that feels like a double strike. I don't know. I've done it a few times. I tried during the divorce. I went out quite frequently to the bars and clubs and shit, mostly bars. Never met anyone other than a coworker. I mean, technically, I met someone at a bar and had a good time from it, but that was someone I already knew and apparently already had a little bit of a crush on me because that was one of the few times I did make a bold move on someone that it worked out. I joked with her that I missed out on getting a New Year's Eve kiss from her on New Year's because I think we were hanging out New Year's for some reason, but there was no New Year's smooch. And then she's like, okay, and that turned into yeah. But I already knew her. She was a coworker or ex-coworker. You haven't slept yet. Get to bed.